Let's move to the next file. Let me come back to mathematical functions in a while. Let's do the absolute and relative reference. Let's move to the next file, absolute and relative reference. You have again a question file and a solution file. We'll of course start with a question file. Absolute and relative reference. Now this is going to be one of the most basic requirements. Again, I'm using a mouse, sorry. Control page down, we move to the next sheet. Let's all together get into the habit of using these shortcuts over here. Now, I don't need, you can read the question later. So basically the idea is there are a lot of people given over here, names of people given over here. Principal amount is given, year is given. I need to calculate the interest. The interest rate is provided over here in the cell E8. Everybody with me? It's a simple names of people, the principal they've deposited, the number of years for which they've deposited, and the interest is given over here. Right? I need to calculate the interest and the amount. Comfortable? Alright. So let me start typing. Now everybody on the screen, I'm going to do it incorrectly. So everybody on the screen. So it's your interest is going to be principal multiplied by time multiplied by interest. That is fine. Principal into time into rate is going to be your interest, and enter. It gives me 28,875. Now the amount is also very simple. That is nothing but principal plus interest. That is your amount. Everyone with me? Now all I need to do is either copy paste Control C Control V or a Control D, fill the formula down. Either a copy paste or a fill the formula down. Now one, if it is showing these hashes, you need to double click. You can double click. Alright, very simple formatting tools. When you see this thin plus sign over here, you double click and it automatically adjusts to the values in the column. Or say for example, if I want to have all the columns of the same width, I can highlight all the columns together and then choose a width, and all the columns will get the same width. So you can adjust the column size of multiple columns together. So you can just highlight all the columns and then you can adjust the width. Anyways, I needed to adjust this width. Now this is a big problem. How am I getting figures as absurd as these for something as principal into time into rate? Now be very attentive. Function 2 is the shortcut for double click. You know that? F2, function 2 is the shortcut to double click. First formula is C12 into D12 into E8 and the output is 28,875. That is fine. The moment I go to the next cell, the output 28,875 did not get copy pasted. So first of all, when I copy this cell and when I paste it over here, 28,875 does not get copy pasted. Let me do an F2. C13 into D13 into E9 is what got copy pasted. So neither C12, D12, E8 got copy pasted, nor 28,875 got copy pasted. What you copy pasted was C13 into D13 into D9. What you copy pasted was, now when you're writing the formula, this means 2 cells on the left multiplied by 1 cell on the left multiplied by 1, 2, 3, 4 cells above. So when I copy paste it, it is 2 cells on the left multiplied by 1 cell on the left multiplied by 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 cells above. Copy paste it, C14, D14, E10. 2 cells on the left into 1 cell on the left into 4 cells above. C14, D14, E10, C15, D15, E11, C16, D16, E12. So that is how Excel is going to copy paste. So it neither copy pastes the output nor does it copy paste the exact C12, D12, E8. It copy pastes the relative reference. Relative to this cell, it is 2 cell on the left into 1 cell on the left into 4 cells above. Relative to this cell, it is 2 cells on the left into 1 cell on the left into 4 cells above. So it copy pastes a relative referencing. Comfortable everyone? Now what we need is actually, we need 2 cells on the left into 1 cell on the left into E8. We don't want this E8 to change. We don't want this E8 to be treated as 4 cells above. We don't want this E8 to be treated as 4 cells above. We want E8 to be treated as E8 only. So I don't want the referencing of E8 to be as 4 cells above. I want E8 to be an absolute reference. Now Excel will treat E8 as E8 if I write it as $E$8. Now I'm not gonna type it. The shortcut is function 4. So the moment you press function 4, E8 becomes $E$8. Everybody on the screen first, I'll give you time. Again you press a function for E$8. Again you press a function for $E8. So basically all the combinations of $ with E8 is available on the screen. So you keep on pressing F4, you'll get all these alternatives. So I'm going to use $E$8. Comfortable? And press enter. Now I will do a control D. Now you see the formulas are absolutely working well, because this formula, this cell is C12, D12, E8, C12, C13, D13, E8, C14, D14, E8, C15, D15, E8. Basically now Excel is treating this as 2 cells on the left multiplied by 1 cell on the left multiplied by E8, because $8 does not mean 4 cells above, it means E8. $8 does not mean 4 cells above, it means E8. That is what absolute referencing indicates. Comfortable, everybody? Alright, I'll give you a minute, try this. I'll do it again. If you're getting any other variation, let me do it once again. Let me do it once again, everyone on the screen. So basically your interest is going to be equals to principal multiplied by time multiplied by rate. Now I want these two cells to change as per relative referencing. I want these two cells to change, but I don't want this cell to change. In order to freeze it, I need to press function 4. The first time you press function 4, it becomes $8. You can keep on pressing function 4 to get all the variations. And you can always get back to $8. $8 tells you that E8 cell has been frozen. So even when you copy paste the formula down or you do a control D, whatever you do, it is going to treat E8 as E8. C13, D13, E8 is going to remain as E8. Amount is very simple. It's principal plus interest, nothing great. Amount is simply a principal plus interest. Nothing great over there. We'll check. Yeah. So, no. So in case you don't have the column width is not adjusted, you need to double click and get the column width adjusted. Comfortable till here? Everyone? Sure, everybody? Anyone has any problem here? Now comes to the next part of the question, which you are going to try yourself first. Let's see who can crack this first. So basically the objective over here is I want the summation in any of these cells over here. So basically in this cell I want 7 plus 7 14. In this cell I want 4 plus 6 10. In this cell I need 8 plus 2 10. So I want the column header and the row header to be added in each of these cells. Now the task is you are allowed to write the formula only once over here, and then you need to copy paste the entire formula. So you are allowed to write the formula only once. I will give you a clue along with it. $E$8 means E8 is frozen. E$8 means whatever is the dollar sign, before whatever variable you have a dollar sign, that is frozen. So E$8 is different. $E8 means E is frozen. E$8 means 8 is frozen. $E$8 means E8 is frozen. E8 means nothing is frozen. So try it. I'll give you a couple of minutes. That's your clue. Done. Quite a few have got it done. All right, let's see, everyone. So basically the idea is, in this particular cell, I need, let's say, equals to this C10 plus D9. Now, I need C10 to be added in this cell and all these cells. In this cell, I want 7, C11 to be added. 7 plus 4, 7 plus 7, 7 plus 1, 7 plus 8. So this 7 is constant, C11 is constant. In the next line, it becomes 8 plus 9, 8 plus 4, 8 plus 7, 8 plus 1, 8 plus 8. So 8, C12 is constant, right? So basically, in the first one, it is C that is changing or the 10, 11, 12 row number that is changing. It is a row number that is changing and the column is constant. So I need a $C10. Because when I'm adding, when I copy paste, I want the C12 to be remaining constant over here. Then C13, so then C14. I want the C to remain constant, so I need a dollar sign before the C. But I don't want 10 to remain constant because 7 is going to be added here, 8 over here, 6 over here, 2 over here. So the row number needs to change, but not the column number. And in D9, I need 9 to be added here, 4 in all these cells, 7 in all these cells, like 1 plus 7, 1 plus 8, 1 plus 6, 1 plus 2. 8 plus 7, 8 plus 8, 8 plus 6, 8 plus 2. So I need D9, E9, F9, G9, H9 to be added. So what is to be frozen is your row number in this case, D$9. 9 needs to be frozen, so dollar sign needs to be before 9. But I want the D9 to change to E9, F9, G9, H9. Enter. Control DR. You can do a copy paste also. Control D, fill the formula down. Control R, fill the formula right. Or Control R, fill the formula right. Control D, fill the formula down. It's easy, it's simple. Comfortable? Let's see this again. So basically, just think about it. I'll give you another minute. Try. For those who have not yet gotten the idea, I'll repeat it again. Just take a second to understand this. This is going to be very useful because I've seen people for every column they are writing the formula 20 times. You write the formula once and you can use the formula for the entire bracket. It makes your work very fast. Tell me, comfortable? Let's see this again. So basically over here what I want is 3 plus 9, 3 plus 4, 3 plus 7, 3 plus 1 and then 7 plus 9. So I need C10 to be added in all these. C11 to be added in all these rows. C8, C12 to be added in all these values. C13 to be added all over here. So C needs to be frozen. 8, 9, 10 can change. The row number can change. Over here, it's 9 being added in all these values, 4 being added in all these cells, 7 is going to be added in all these cells. So I need D9, E9, F9, G9. So 9 needs to be frozen and that's what I've done. $C10, C needs to be frozen. The column needs to be frozen. The rows can change. Over here, the row needs to be frozen. The columns can change. So $C10 plus D9. And by mistake, if I've done a F4 again, you can just keep on doing till you get your, $C10. So you can keep on pressing F4 and you'll get the range. Tell me, comfortable? Easy? Sure? This is your absolute and relative referencing. This is your absolute and relative referencing. It's very easy and it's going to be very useful. Obviously, the whole idea of having Excel is to be able to type in one place and copy paste in others, automate the entire thing so that the values change automatically. Right? Everyone, this is your absolute and relative reference.